Camera on, mic hot, press go lights ignite. Chats blowing up, hearts in the feed. Sparks ignite, pixel worlds collide. We're riding the vibe, emotes flying fast. Let's conquer this tribe. Raise your hands in the chat, let the hype take control. From silver to radiant, we're chasing the goal. Subs and donations, the love's overflow. Twitch streamers rise, let the whole world know. Drops raining down, progress in every lane. Speed when the grind, no sleep, just a game. Follow for more, the mantra we shout. Clip the fails, clip the wins, turn the doubters to clout. Green screen dreams, RGB lights in the zone. Donate for a shout out, you're never alone. From just chatting to Warzone, we're legends in motion, one click away. When the stream is devotion. Raise your hands in the chat, let the hype take control. From silver to radiant, we're chasing the goal. Subs and donations, the love's overflow. Twitch streamers rise, let the whole world know. Camera on, mic hot, press go lights ignite. Chats blowing up, hearts in the feed. Sparks ignite, pixel worlds collide. We're riding the vibe, emotes flying fast. Let's conquer this tribe. Raise your hands in the chat, let the hype take control. From silver to radiant, we're chasing the goal. Subs and donations, the love's overflow. Twitch streamers rise, let the whole world know. Drops raining down, progress in every lane. Speed when the grind, no sleep, just a game. Follow for more, the mantra we shout. Clip the fails, clip the wins, turn the doubters to clout. Green screen dreams, RGB lights in the zone. Donate for a shout out, you're never alone. From just chatting to Warzone, we're legends in motion, one click away. When the stream is devotion. Raise your hands in the chat, let the hype take control. From silver to radiant, we're chasing the goal. Subs and donations, the love's overflow. Twitch streamers rise, let the whole world know. Camera on, mic hot, press go lights ignite. Chats blowing up, hearts in the feed. Sparks ignite, pixel worlds collide. We're riding the vibe, emotes flying fast. Let's conquer this tribe. Raise your hands in the chat, let the hype take control. From silver to radiant, we're chasing the goal. Subs and donations, the love's overflow. Twitch streamers rise, let the whole world know. Drops raining down, progress in every lane. Speed when the grind, no sleep, just a game. Follow for more, the mantra we shout. Clip the fails, clip the wins, turn the doubters to clout. Green screen dreams, RGB lights in the zone. Donate for a shout out, you're never alone. From just chatting to Warzone, we're legends in motion, one click away. When the stream is devotion. in the chat, let the hype take control. From silver to radiant, we're chasing the goal. Some say donations and loans overflow. Twitch streamers rise, let the whole world know. Come on, mic hot, press go lights ignite. Chats blowing up, hearts in the feed. Sparks ignite, pixel worlds collide. We're riding the vibe, emotes flying fast, let's conquer this tribe. Raise your hands in the chat, let the hype take control. From silver to radiant, we're chasing the goal. Subs and donations and loves overflow. Twitch streamers rise, let the whole world know. Drops raining down, poggers in every lane. Speed run the grind, no sleep, just a game. Follow for more, the mantra we shout. Clip the fails, clip the wins, turn the downers to clout. Green screen dreams, RGB lights in the zone. Donate for a shout out, you're never alone. From just chatting to Warzone, we're legends in motion, one click away. We're the streamers' devotion. Raise your hands in the chat, let the hype take control. From silver to radiant, we're chasing the goal. Some say donations and loans overflow. Twitch streamers rise, let the whole world know.
Oh, here we go. Back at it again after a couple days of not streaming, or a day and a half, something like that, whatever it was. Can't time goes quick. But we're back. I know I'm really late today compared to my usual time of in the morning for me. I had a lot going on today. A lot of stuff I needed to do around my house and property, which I got done. And I had to visit my mother, so that was the important one. I had to visit my mother earlier. Drop in and say hello. But if you haven't noticed, there on that opening screen, my starting stream screen. Ooh, that's a mouthful. I have changed the Sunday stream time to like 3 hours later than usual. I just feel like on Sundays I'm just not getting a lot accomplished in the morning, and I need more time in my life to decompress from stuff and get things done. So I've decided to push Sundays back a few hours to the afternoon. So just keep that in mind. That's where we're at there. So we're gonna get back to playing Mass Effect today. You will notice when I bring the game up that it is slightly different than before. I took the time on my time off from streaming to download the Legendary Edition because I really just didn't want to play this game keyboard and mouse all the way through. So I downloaded the Legendary Edition, played the game, caught up to where we left off in the regular original version for the PC. So now I can play it with keyboard and mouse, and it won't look really bad, and it won't take us 10,000 years to finish the game. So it's a little upgrade to the graphics and whatnot. So it doesn't look as janky as it did in, I don't know what year that game came out, 2008, 9, whatever it was. So there's that. So that's the difference. But I didn't go any really farther in the story than where we left off. So you didn't miss anything. I think I may have finished the one planet we were on. High Flyer, what's going on? Welcome in. Hope you're having a great day. I also want to throw out there, thank you to TV Bima for the follow. We only just met a day ago, and I already got the follow from you. I appreciate it. You brought me to 111. So we're closing in on that that 120 goal that's been started, 9 to go. So with that, I think we'll get us into our game here, get us moving on. I've already wasted enough time with my little monologue here and everything else. So give me uno momento, because I'm never prepared, which is usual. I didn't check to see if this even worked with this. Like a dummy. There it goes. All right. I already had it up, just the volume down, so it wasn't blowing your ears out. I can play this with mouse and keyboard, but I don't want to, and that's why I downloaded the. Yeah, that's right. Got your popcorn ready? You ready to go? I don't know if you heard me, High Flyer, but I re-downloaded the legendary version of this game over the original release because I really didn't feel like playing keyboard and mouse. And so with this version, you can play controller, which is my jam, more than keyboard and mouse. It's all good. I didn't go any farther in the story where we left off on the other version. I just played through really quickly to catch back up. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you coming in. I think I saw Circus was lurking without telling me. He'll be around eventually, probably. Oh, messed that up. There we go. Got it. You having a good day, High Flyer? I hope everything's going good. Or good day, good night, good afternoon. Not sure what time of the day it is for you.
The signal's coming from that down ship.
Careful. Got a bad feeling about this.
You're good? Good. Glad to hear it.
It's a trap.
Not sure, what's going on here? Not sure how chat's gonna be tonight. This is, oh, you're good. I always like to see how people are. Because I am streaming way late today for me on a Sunday. Usually I'm way earlier in the day. But I had stuff going on. And who knows, this might work out to my advantage, being a little late. Never know. Get out of here. I feel like I'm way better at this with, well, I am way better at this with controller than
Redeploying.
with keyboard and mouse. That's 100% for sure. Just got off work not too long ago. Oh, that's always a good feeling. What am I supposed to do here? Are you guys in my way? Maybe there's nothing here. But yes. I don't envy anybody that works weekends. It is not... I don't work weekends, so I don't envy anybody that does, because I'm sure it's not always fun. And a lot of people are off and they're working. When did I last work the weekend? It's got to be close to 8 years ago since I last worked the weekend day. Hopefully, watch the Campfire crew stream on your TV. There's always somebody from Campfire streaming, that's for sure. I'm just way off on my stream time today, so who knows gonna...
We're not worthy! We're
Brian,
not worthy!
I'm not worthy.
We're not worthy! We're scum!
We are
Brian
scum here,
Vincent
and we're not worthy.
316 just raided with 2 viewers.
Brian, thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. How'd your stream go? Hi, Flyer. You were already here, and you came in with Brian too. That's like double dipping. Berg, welcome in. Yeah, I am gonna drive the shit out of it, definitely. Brian, I hope your stream went well. Oh. Because I don't have... I knew I should have brought Tally with me. That's my own fault. But, Brian, I saw you were streaming before, and I don't... I'm so happy I rated out now. Why? Because of that new alert? I just added that alert today, actually. Oh. Felt like I needed a Wayne's World alert. You're still figuring out Twitch? Don't worry, High Flyer, so am I. I've only been doing this for a couple months, so I'm still figuring out things as I go. I'm just kidding with the double dipping thing. I do it all the time. Sometimes I got like 4 or 5 people tapped up, and I jump in back and forth between them. I get over this mountain this way? Well, doesn't matter if I can or can't. I'm gonna try. One thing I didn't like about this game is the designs of the planets were not the greatest, and sometimes not the easiest to get around on. I think they did fix some of it in the Legendary Edition here. Stream was okay. We're playing Trial of Stellar Blade. I dropped in really quick earlier when I was taking care of some stuff and saw a little snippet of it. I have never heard of that game before, but it looked really cool, and now I want to look more into it. Is that another like PC only, or not PC, PlayStation only type game, or is that on other things? What am I doing? Okay. Also, for everybody who just came in, meaning Verg and Brian, if you haven't noticed, this game is slightly looking different from where we were playing before, because I uninstalled the original version and installed the Legendary version. I'm sure it's on PC. I'm gonna have to look. But I installed the Legendary version of this game so I can play with a controller, and just flew through the game to get up to where we left off last week. So we didn't miss anything. Right now I'm just kind of traveling through the solar systems here, just trying to do some side stuff, to do some discovery things. But then maybe we'll move on and try to get something done. Now in this game you can find stuff in these little, like hidden stuff in the little asteroid belts, so you'll see me go around them. I'm not going to bore everybody with the planet information, because we can go on this one, because it's nothing. I'm sure it's nothing important. Who do we want to take? We do want to go get Liara though, for the first main part of the story. I'll take my two favorite people for my squad on this one. Definitely the updated Legendary version of this game looks so much better than the original, which is also why I wanted to download it as well. But I didn't do anything differently from where I left off in the other game. I did the exact same thing. FYI, for those, there's an ad break starting in about 40 seconds. FYI. I got that all figured out now too, to let it tell me, so I can tell you. Because before I was like, I don't know this is happening. Luckily, my mod was in here to tell me, because it was happening to him. So he was nice enough to tell me he was in an ad. But I got that figured out. I can let you guys know now. What's this over here? Hidden structure. Let's see what this is. But for those who are going into ads, I will see you in a few minutes. And they're not gonna miss much. If it was a game, like an intensive game, while we were in the middle of a main portion of the game, I would pause the game for them. But we're just doing some side stuff here, so they're just gonna miss me driving around a lot and doing some discoveries. Ooh, I missed. Didn't matter that I missed. I do like in the legendary version, I feel like someone's gonna pop out and shoot. They're high flyers and ads, but there are some spots in the game where things will pop out and shoot you. Ad jail. Yep, I knew that was coming. We'll hit a high flyer when he comes back.
Look out!
What is that? What is happening? These guys have major shields. I'll focus on one. Okay, one down. Oh, that's tough. Ooh. They gotta add jail? No.
Go, go, go!
This guy. Where is this one? Oh, he's probably above.
Can't lock on.
Back to the minute coffee time. Coffee was never a wrong time for coffee. I'm okay with that. That was close. Okay. Welcome back from ad jail. But to answer your that you feel like something is gonna pop out and shoot, there are on some planets in this game when you do drive around in the Mako, things that can come out of the ground. Oh, my decryption's too low. Really? Oh, well, we are still early in the game. So, that might happen. Maybe, hopefully not tonight, but it will happen. Oop. Ooh, that's a better shotgun. For sure. But yes, I have figured out now, how to let you guys, or to have it tell me when you're gonna go into ad jail. It's like Metal Gear Solid mixed with Halo. I could see that with the sci-fi, the sci-fi-ish of this game, but definitely not like a first-person, really. But I could see the feel like that.
Go, go, go!
Ooh, ooh. It's definitely a more, way more RPG than Halo, for sure. Well, it is Halo FPS. But this game, we're gonna play through all 3 of these games. And now that I'm doing it on controller, it won't take us as long, because it would have taken forever with me on a keyboard and mouse. But this is definitely the most RPG of the three, and then they kind of dumb it down a little bit in 2 and 3, which is fine. They kind of streamlined it. But this one definitely has the most RPG elements. I see in the Legendary Edition they also kept with this hacking type. In the original version, there was a couple different ones. Okay, now we just picked up more equipment, so let's just, even though we just did this. A better shotgun for Garrus, even though he doesn't really use them. But I can make him use them. Whoop, whoop, nope. There we go. She doesn't really use shotguns either, but alright. Doesn't help to give them a better weapon in case I decide to change it. You notice that the menus are a little different here than they were in the PC version if you were watching me the other day. This is the version I'm used to, the circular one. So it just made sense for me to re-download the game for the sake of me. Because it really would have driven me nuts. Why is this telling me... Did I miss something in here? It's just telling me it's a hidden structure. It's got an exclamation point there on the map. I do have YouTube. It's basically just all of my my recordings from here from Twitch. I kind of use it for purposes of archiving. And I will post shorts there of stuff, like clips. But that's really it. Nothing too fancy. But thank you for the subscribe. I think you're 15 now, if I'm not mistaken. I started out with 2, so that's pretty good. Oh, did I miss a med kit up there? I just saw that. I did miss one. Good thing I came up. Alright, we didn't miss anything here. I just looked dumb walking back up here. Thank you, High Fire. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think you're 15 now. It's all good as long as I get to tune into the gameplay. Exactly. Yeah. Even if you're not here and you miss one, you can always watch it there. They'll always be on YouTube to watch, or you can always watch it on my Twitch page as well. They're there for, I don't know, since I'm affiliated now, I don't remember how long they're there for. Maybe 2 weeks, I think, something like that. So, but I always like to put them on the YouTube, just in case somebody can't watch it. Then it's always there. Oh, that was bad. Have you ever played any of these games, High Fire? Any of the Mass Effect games? If not, they are really... Oh, you were talking about hold on, about something maybe popping out of the ground, and from playing this game many times, big open areas like this are usually where these giant worm things pop out. I forget what they're called. Thresher maws. So we'll see if one comes out here. If it does, I'm gonna run the hell away. I don't think there is. Okay, you're learning from me? Ah. Well, these games are... The story is so good. At least in the first one. And the second one. But the ending in the third one, to me, is, in my opinion, is eh. But these games, they build off of each other. So the decisions you make in this one can have consequences in the third one if you so choose to import your games along the way to the next one, which is what we're going to do. We definitely are going to just have one big, long story playthrough, which I love to do. Good thing I did switch to controller, because I could not figure out on keyboard how to do the boost. What's this? Cover artifact. Got it. Matriarch's writings. Found one possible matriarch, Dillinaga's writings on this body. It's possible the writings came from the nearby ruins. You mean these ruins? This little pyramid thing? And it's funny, I've played these games so many times, and there's still stuff I forget. Or I'm like, what do I do here again? So, I could play these games so much. I think because they're so in-depth. And I love a good story. And these games for sure are a good story. Not sure how long we're going to stream tonight. Maybe a couple hours. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I'm open mode. It is open mode to an extent. It's open like Discovery, so you can go from planet to planet in the systems, but not every planet is landable. Hello. There's usually like one planet in each system that you can land on. At least in this game. You can't flip over. Thank goodness. That would be awful.
Securing point.
Always a good Mrs. Doubtfire. Now, I can say the second game, when we get there, has one just thing that I can't stand, which I'm sure many people can't. Nitro Circus, I see you. But see how we're like getting minerals here in this game? How is the driving on the game? Is that what you're asking? I think we got everything on this planet. Oh no, we didn't. If you're asking how's the driving is not too bad. It's a little janky at some points. I think they fixed it with this version compared to the original. Oh, I'm driving like I'm in Nitro Circus. That's not my fault. The planets get a little janky with and blocky when you're driving over things. That's why. At least in this game. It is what it is, the product of its time. Which definitely with the Legendary Edition, they definitely made some good changes. Like how your health here, your health and shields are totally different in this game, and same thing with your teammates, how they're presented on the screen. Then my electronics are too low, even with Tally. Her electronic skill must not be high enough. All right, well, we're out of this planet then. Nope, not that button. This button. So they did make slight changes from the original version, which that one there is definitely for the better in my opinion. Now the surveying in this game, they should have kept it like we just did there. You just click the survey. In, I think it's the second one, you legitimately have to shoot probes all over the planets. And you need to survey to upgrade your ship. Ooh, we can travel. Oh no, we can't. And it's annoying. It's probably the most annoying part of the second game. So when we get there, I apologize. Okay. So we already went to the Exodus cluster. That's a main story area. Let's go do a main story thing. We're gonna go get Liara, who's the last member of our team. I don't remember where she is though. And like in this game, you don't need like fuel to travel, but they kind of changed it as you get into the second and third games where you do. Definitely in the third game. Let's see. I don't think there's anything hidden here. Oh yes, there is. Look at that.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's
There's also
surface.
when you like
It
click
looks
on
like an
some
automated
planets,
distress
there's
beacon.
some things that extra missions that will come up. Also, I'm glad I downloaded the legendary version because we now have all the DLCs for all the games too, because they come with it. So we didn't before. Let's take. We want to go full on like combat. We want some tech. No, we'll take tech. Take my two favorite characters, which you'll probably see me use them the most. They're my favorite. But each character kind of has their own abilities and what they can do and what weapons they use. What's this? Distress signal, debris, anomaly. We'll do the distress signal last. Definitely when this game came out, the open world exploration was definitely one of its driving forces in their advertisements, which it is to an extent. It's not on the map. Sometimes there are things that do come up that aren't shown on the map. I'm just too lazy to drive around everywhere. So if we just see something that comes up, we'll go to it. Like this mineral survey. Monkey! What is up, brother? Thanks for dropping in. I know I'm a little late tonight, but you already knew that. For today, I guess. Thanks for coming in. I hope you had a good day. Yeah, you're all good. Yeah, I had stuff going on. But definitely, I'm definitely gonna move my time back on my stream. Not this far back. Not 8 p.m. for me. But it'll be more like 2 p.m. from my time. Because I just was getting a little behind on stuff in my own life, and I feel like I need to decompress a little more. Still don't have a high enough electronics skill. Not too worried. Who knows? I'm still working out the times. FYI, there's another ad break coming. I feel like I have to fix that still. I apologize for you guys that are going into ads. Still working on the ad thing. At least I got it to tell me now when they're happening. I just have to adjust the frequencies. I'm working on it. So still bear with me. Or you could subscribe and not worry about them at all. Wink, wink. There's my little plug. If you do subscribe, you get a cool Nintendo subscriber badges. They're all Nintendo systems. But you guys are going into ad jail in 1 second. Bye. Or get Twitch Turbo just saying, yeah, that too. I still need to figure out the ad thing. At least I got it to tell me now when they're coming. I just need to figure out my frequencies of ads. Right here. Just one thing at a time. But since you missed this before, Monkey, I downloaded the baby steps. That's for sure. Really small baby steps. I what was I saying? I downloaded the legendary version of this game because I really just didn't want to play it on keyboard and mouse. I tried. I gave it a good go. I put like 9 hours in. But now I won't look so stupid playing this with a controller And this is the upgraded version, so it looks better, runs better, and it has all the DLC, so we got more to do. But yeah, it definitely is a lot to learn, for sure. Oh god, a pressure wall. Yeah, this version does, the upgrade looks a lot nicer than the original, and it runs a lot smoother. Yep, High Flyer's in Agile, and he was looking forward to something popping out of the ground, and here it is. I need to like go on YouTube and watch like a ad tutorial for dummies for this. I'll figure it out though. I mean, like, I know it's all there on the page, but I feel like my brain just doesn't comprehend what they're trying to tell me. What ads? I don't see ads. That's because you're subscribed. That's because you have the cool little NES there. Alright, we killed the first one off. I remember the first time I played this game and one of those suckers popped out, I was like, what is this? And then I died a lot trying to kill it.
Here by the distress beacon.
If I had tried to do that with keyboard and mouse, we would have 100% died.
Looks like these men were under Admiral Kahoku's command. He'd want to know what happened here.
Oh, I remember this Admiral. I'm pretty awesome. You're not wrong. Everybody's awesome. Everybody that comes in my chat is awesome. Alright, we're done on this planet. We're cruising through here. I mean, I've done some of this stuff so many times, played these games. Welcome back from Agile, everybody. I don't think we did this one. There shouldn't be any more planets here that we can land on, but you never know. There's something we can survey. Is there anything else? Welcome back, scrubs. I like to call them peasants. No, I'm just kidding. Because there's many channels that I watch that I consider myself a peasant in. Alright. What we got here? Ooh, we can land on this one. We're kind of mean here. Oh, it was only a 30-second ad? Oh, you're good then. Oh, you're good. You can multitask on who you're watching. I do it all the time. Especially when there's like multiple people that I really want to watch, and there's only you know, you can only do so much at a time. Also, Monkey, thanks for joining in on a Thursday night and playing some games with those guys and myself. Games playing Splitgate. That was actually fun. That was actually my first co-stream I've done. They're all, those guys that we co-streamed with the other night, they're all playing Dungeons and Dragons tonight. Like, for real, on stream, which is interesting. I kind of popped in earlier to see what it was about, but they hadn't started yet. But maybe after I'm done stream, maybe we'll check in and see what's happening. This stronghold anomaly. Well, this is closer. Let's go check out this stronghold over here. This game has a whole ton of exploration, so I don't know how far we'll get, but we're gonna try. That's one thing about these games is they do a lot of exploration. But I guess that's with any RPG. And maybe I just really like these games because they're RPGs. They're what's this? The gas? No, pirates. They're RPGs. They're sci-fi. They're shooters. They're like everything I love. Whoops, I missed that. That was bad. That guy. Oh, I didn't even see him there. Just got obliterated. I always try to take out guys with the Mako on the ground because it's just so much easier than trying to do it with your weapons. And I wonder, Tally has the shotgun out. Why? I mean, I guess you could. All right, let's give us a little. Let's check our equipment actually. See what's up here. We got anything better? That's not a better Omni tool for him. Loses a little bit of accuracy. No way. That's a big drop in accuracy for Tally. I don't want to do that. Oop, way better pistol. Probably the one I took off Garrus. Alright, let's give us a save. So I've only got 9 hours into this, which is about where I left off from the other version. So I think it took me a little less time to get there. I also flying through. Ow, that hurt. I will change pistol and assault rifles a lot. They're the two I prefer to use. I do also have my squad mates set to attack. You can set them for like defense or other stuff, but I have them set to always use their powers to attack better than me. Everybody's got their own different type of gameplay. Also why I like these games. You can play them in so many different ways. Alright, that was an easy override. We're picking up lots of stuff on these planets too, which is cool. That's also what we want to explore for, is to get better weapons and armor, and so we don't get destroyed in the end when we finally get to our. That's not what I wanted to do. To the final battle. To the epicness toward the end. Description skill too low. You discover evidence that the Asari leading these slavers and Nisana Dantius, an important ambassador on the Citadel, are sisters. You should return to the Presidium and confront Nisana with this. We'll do that next time we're on the Citadel. Description skill too low. Alrighty. We're just flying through. See, now that I am using, oh, I missed this upgrade kit. Oh, I missed one up there too. Anything over here? But now that I'm playing with a controller, I'm way more confident in my skills in this game. With the keyboard, it would have taken us 84 years to complete this game. And I don't want to do that. I don't want you guys to have to sit through a ridiculous amount of time of me playing this game. Ooh, that's a way better shotgun. Heck yeah. Ooh, what mods do we have? Force. I don't want anything that's negative. That's the kind of person I am. and I don't want to get rid of anything really yet until we can check all of our teammates' weapons. Which we can do back on the ship. Might take us a little bit to do, but we can do it on the ship. In case I decide to take somebody else with us, then they're not at a severe disadvantage. Weapon-wise or armor-wise, and we just get utterly plowed through by the game. We're gonna have to creep our way over this mountain here. Ooh. Or not. That's gonna be off now. I do see some thing. Some minerals, that's the word I was looking for. Minerals here that we can survey. Thorium. That was easy. Plus we want to try to do all that stuff for experience. Definitely in this game, you want all the experience and leveling up you can do. As I was saying before, it kind of gets dumbed down a little bit in the sequels. I think because this game goes hard on the RPG, and it might have been a little difficult for some people. It took me many playthroughs to kind of sort of semi get the hang of it. Which even now I'm still not great at it. Another matriarch's writing. Okay, I think we're done on this planet. Okay, back to the ship. Matriarch's writing. Alright, are we done here? Just double check. Nope, missed that planet. Missed that gas survey. Let's just check this asteroid belt in case there's something hanging out. Look at that. Almost missed it. Alright, back out. Let's see. We didn't do these two. Let's do this one. Traveling through. Oh, there's a lot here. Alright, we'll start from the inside out. Nothing. This one. Survey. Gas deposit. This is some of the more boring stuff in these games. Trying to go through them as quickly as I can. But it does help us out. With finishing the quests that they're for. What's this? Okay. Good. Anything else? Nope. What's in this one? Alright. This might be the story mission. So let's see. Who do we want to take? Let's take our two that we have been taking. I think this is the story mission to go get Liara, our last squad mate. It is. Fairly certain. Which, to be honest, the first time... Look at that, we leveled up while we were doing all that stuff. The first time I played this game, I think I did this
Commander,
part of the
I'm picking up
story
some strange readings.
last.
Really strange, like off the damn
I was like,
charts.
we
It
picked
looks
up our
like
last
it's coming
squad
from an
mate, like
underground complex
last,
a few clicks away from the drop zone.
out of these main missions. So now I like to kind of try to do it early, in case you want to use her, because she is a biotic. She's got all those biotic abilities, which I missed out on. on the map there. I don't think I'm quite there yet. You know what I didn't do? I didn't put, excuse me. I didn't put, subtitles on. Where is that? Oh, I did. Why are they not? Am I just stupid and just not, my brain is, putting them out of my mind? Like, have they been there the whole time? There's a dumb button that I keep talking about. It's surely one of those dumb movements. You're gonna drop some enemies? You are. Give me the experience. Also, when we were playing on keyboard and mouse, I didn't even know how to zoom in. Like this. I've said it many, many, many times on stream. I am not a keyboard and mouse person. So, this was a good decision on my part. Also, this game has autosave too. Which is also good. Well, I apologize again, guys, for those who are not subbed. There is another ad break coming in about 45 seconds. So I apologize. We'll get it ironed out, I promise. How do I open this? Oh, I think I have to go over there. I think I have to go this way. Because I run into every wall. Wow, I was hoping I was going to miss us, but it didn't. Give that guy a chance, that rocket trooper. Is that it? There. The map says there's more guys here. That. Alright, these guys must be inside. Let's play smart here. There's gonna be one time I'm gonna run in somewhere and forget to save, and then we're gonna be so far back, and I'm gonna be annoyed. And there's nothing in this side. But there's definitely an enemy on this side, because there's a red thing on the map. Yep, there it is. Well, it didn't take out my shield fully. Alright, let's see what we got here. Dang it. We got 8 seconds. Dang it. Oh, we're gonna fail this. Oh, no, we're not. Whew, I thought we were gonna fail that. That was close, though. Gate control.
Think we're good, Commander?
Okay. Let's see. We didn't go over there at all, so. Ooh, we locked crate here. That one was much easier. I also feel like when you have your weapon out, you run a lot quicker. So if you see me having it out, it's because I'm trying to move. Until we get fatigued. Anything in here? Oh, there is. Upgrade kit. Which I forget a lot to change my ammunition for synthetics and organics. So that could also be an issue. There's an enemy in here. stand a chance. We'll check our equipment in a minute too. Welcome back from ad jail, folks. Hope you had a good time. Hope you saw something you want to buy or didn't want to buy. Anything over here? Oh, there is. Two things. There's always hidden stuff. Nope, not what I want to do. I want the map. Nope. Where are we supposed to go? I don't know. I'm gonna assume... Oh no, that's the way we came from, because we went around. Okay, we want to go this way. Let's check our equipment here. We picked up a lot of stuff. Ooh, look at that. Really good, better assault rifle. A much better assault rifle. Why is the heatsink capacity in red? It's the same. Should be green. Whatever. That's a better shotgun too. Did we pick up a better pistol? We did. And a better sniper rifle. Look at that. We picked up a lot of good stuff there for us. Did we pick up any better armor for us, though? No. That's alright. Ooh, but Garrus has better armor that we picked up, so that's good. It's like one shot before it overheats. I don't know if I like that. Better shotgun for Garrus. And a better assault rifle for Garrus. Look at that. Alright, what about Tally? That everybody's getting some upgrades. I like it. Always good when everybody starts getting better things. It's only slightly less accurate, so we'll switch it. Does she have any better armor? Nope. Alright. That was good. That was a good pick of items that we picked up. A good pick of items. A good grouping of items that we picked up. You shoot rocket thingy at me. The one I missed. Oh, I walked right into that. That wasn't good. I love the Geth. They're such a cool enemy. I love their design. I love their backstory that they were created and then they rebelled, and now they believe that the Reapers are gods. They're like machines too. And then I like their story behind it. Whoever came up with the stories for this game did such a good job. It was Colossus. It's a big one, man. I know at one point we do have to fight one not in Mako, and it's not fun. But we overheated. Alright, look at that. We leveled up again. Alright, see. So it's auto leveling us, which I have it set for. So our shotguns and assault rifles are really good. So that's why I've been using assault rifles. Same thing with Garrus. His assault rifles are good. Tally right now is pistols and then shotguns. So hey Lou, what's happening? Hopping in to say hello before you go to bed. Hey, there's nothing wrong with going to bed. So thanks for dropping in. I'm doing good. I'm streaming a little late today. Not a little late, a lot of late today for me on a Sunday. But I still wanted to get a little bit in, a couple hours. I appreciate you dropping in though. Everybody's dropping in tonight. I like it. I love it. It's my small little community of people here that was a terrible rocket. It didn't do much damage though. Nice little community of people that keep coming back, and that's what I like to see. It means I'm doing something right. Anything over here? No, I don't. Did that not work? Why did that not work? Could try, but it didn't work. Why didn't that work? Not working, I know! Now it's gonna bother me. Question is, where do I have that one? Huh. I don't know why that one didn't work. We'll just play it anyway. Here you go. Just for you. There it is. Sometimes I don't know why they don't work.
Look at me!
That one worked.
W1 Kilu just checked in.
I don't know. Maybe it was being dumb. Or it just didn't want you to try to scare me. Maybe that's why. Sometimes they are temperamental. I've noticed that with a lot of people, if you use the alerts through Twitch, sometimes they're temperamental. I think maybe it's because it's like a newish thing. It's still got some things to get worked out. But we'll just go with that it didn't want you to try to scare me today. Oh, I think I gotta go it on foot now.
Heads up!
One day you'll get your revenge. I don't know. We'll see. I have to change that alert too. Something more ear-piercing. And then maybe. That one's not too loud. And that could be the problem. Ooh. That was a rocket to my face.
Perimeter
And that might be
secure.
some of the issue. I have to change it. Anything over here? No. You're shooting at me. But I'm sure you will get your revenge one day. Ooh. Ooh, it's a rocket. Good thing I'm behind a rocket.
Now I'm ready.
Have a good night, Lou. Thanks for coming in. I hopefully will have a good rest of my stream. Get some well-deserved sleep. Alright. Got the sniper. Now he's shooting at me. Why am I crouched? Stop crouching. Let me tell you, speaking of sleeping, Friday night, I was so exhausted, which if you tuned into stream at all, it was not anything exciting going on. It was me twiddling around playing Pokemon. Sleep is for the weak. If I could sleep for the week, that'd be great too. I went to bed Friday night at like 9 p.m. I was just talking about fighting a Colossus by hand on foot, and here it is. Hopefully it doesn't wreck us. I went to bed at like 9 p.m. Friday night, like out cold, and I woke up at like 9:30 in the morning yesterday. So I slept like 12 hours, like just out, and it like downpoured here like all get out apparently. I didn't hear a thing. I was so I was so out of it that it was annoying. Stop jumping around! Allie, get out of the way. Rained all day there. Oh, and yeah. I was gonna say that's weird there, but I'm sure you guys get rain. Maybe not as much as we do. I think here they were saying in just this month of May, we have gotten over like 12 inches of rain here. Rains a couple times a year. Oh, it's still rain. But yeah, we got like 12 inches of rain just this month here. It's nuts. Oh, wait, I have abilities that I can use. Forget about. Get out of here. Colossus there. I'm worried about. Not the other guy. Ooh, he's a sniper. Scared the guy that one. I got that one sniper. Pistol was more accurate than my assault rifle. That's why I'm using it for distance. Okay. That's all we got left. He's better with pistols. Oh, there's another guy over there. Kill it. There we go. No overheating. Accuracy for a little bit. There we go. Alright. That wasn't so bad. I remember the first time I did this. I think I died like 10 times. Why does it say there's still an enemy here? Oh, because there is. There's a Geth Trooper here. Go back to my story from Friday into yesterday. Yeah, I was out.
Area secured.
Out cold. Didn't hear a thing. Didn't hear the rain. Didn't. Apparently it was lightning. Nah, I was out. Which I guess that's good, knowing I can sleep through a storm, but also not good if anybody ever, breaks into my house. I'm not gonna hear a thing. Picked up some stuff. Actually, what ammo do I have on this? So I have stability mod, which is good. We don't want organics. We want. Do I have anything against synthetics? I do. 30% against synthetics. That might have been smart to have on. I'm really bad at changing ammo between organics and synthetics. FYI, for those who are still in here, who are not subs, there's another dumb actor. We will get that ironed out, I swear. But I feel like they're way too frequent. Me personally, I don't like that. And I would not like seeing it either.
That's the last of them. It looks like this cavern formed around the ruin after it was built.
No, no, can't go through there. To go down. I have to figure out how to get my bot to, because I see people's bots tell you when ads are starting. I gotta figure out how to do that. And now they're gonna add jail. Oh, it's only 2 minutes. That's not too bad. 2-minute ad break.
I wonder what Liara's looking for. Most Prothean ruins have nothing more than dead instrumentation.
So this is a Prothean ruin that Liara's in. Which the Protheans are like the predecessors to all species in the galaxy. Down we go.
Hello?
Hello.
Could somebody help me?
Maybe.
Please?
No.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Let's see. Keep it down. Down, lady. Now we hear
Are
you.
you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not
Pretty sure if I
spoken to
remember,
her
you
in
can
years. Please, just
romance
get me
her.
out of here.
How'd you end up in there?
Pretty sure
I
you can
was
romance
exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up.
Ashley
So I hid
too.
in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil. I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have
Wouldn't be
hit
a
something I wasn't
BioWare
supposed
game
to.
unless you
I
could
was trapped
romance
in here.
many
You must get me out,
many
please.
people. All right, let's see. You brought this on yourself. No, I'm trying not to be mean.
Any suggestions
Welcome
on
back
how
from
we can
Ad
help?
Jail, friends.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Maybe we could go this way. Oh. I just turned that really loud up in my ear.
Now I'm ready.
I thought it was too low, but no, that was too loud. Pull out my earphones. You can get things that block the jammers as like a mod. I'm not really too worried about that. Because once you kill the one that's jamming you, it goes away. Alright. Is there anything up here we can pick up?
I think we're good,
There is.
Commander.
Wow, how did we sneak through that? I thought that was gonna shut us out. Ooh, that was bad. Bad choice. There we go. Alright, if I remember correctly, we have to turn on this drill. Mining laser. Same thing. you know, blast a hole through here. Ooh, what am I supposed to do? Oh, it's like Simon. A X D Y. A X D Y. Got it. Okay. Took me a second. I figured it out. Down we go. I love the aesthetics and everything in this game too. Just like how their armor looks, the weapons, all that stuff. Hello, Liara.
How did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
It's not that
We
important.
have to get you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down
Felt
my
like that was in my
containment
face.
field.
Alright, once we get out of here, we'll have successfully filled our squad.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
Squad. People.
There is an
choices.
elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on. I
Think
still
it's an
cannot
elevator?
believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
No, I don't think.
Saren's looking
I
for
know
the conduit.
that your
You're a
mother's
Prothean
involved.
expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
We need a plan.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
8 minutes. That's not good
He
enough.
needs to move faster.
Alright, squad. I mean, better firepower, but less artillery needs. Good. You know what, let's hold off on that. I think we're okay right now. So we haven't fought this Krogan they were talking about yet. What happens up here? Yep, there he is. With the gap. See if we can weasel our way out of this.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
Kill this bastard. No, no.
In case you didn't notice,
Try
this
to-
place
we're
is falling
trying to
apart.
be nice. Trying. Trying is
Exhilarating,
the key
isn't
word.
it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you
I don't
want,
think
you are
so.
not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill him. Spare the Asari
tried,
if you can.
But,
If not,
you know,
doesn't
they
matter.
still want to kill us. Oh, we might already be like a high enough level that we're just like melting these guys. We might already be a high enough level, and we've been paying attention to our weapons and upgrades, so we're just melting through them. I know one time I played this game as the Vanguard class. I think it was this one or it was the second one. I played as the Vanguard class, which is like all shotguns. And I had this shotgun that was just so destructive. It was like one shot and somebody was obliterated from across the game. I don't remember if it was this or the second one. But this one's definitely the one I've played the most
Too
amount
close,
of times.
Commander. 10 more seconds, we would have been swimming in molten sulfur.
And
The
three-
Normandy isn't equipped to
three is probably
land
the
in
one I played the least
exploding
amount.
volcanoes. They
I don't
tend
really
to
remember
fry
three
our
too much.
sensors and melt our
Bits
hull.
and pieces.
Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I
It
don't
is.
have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what
50
happened to
years?
them.
How old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
A child.
Damn.
Her,
I hope I look that
the
good
eyes
when
of
I'm
her
your
people.
age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari,
Also,
I am
for
barely
anybody,
considered more
I
than
don't
a
think
child.
we covered their
That
backstory
is
yet
why
for
my
the Asari,
research
but
has not received the attention it
they're
deserves. Because
all
of my
female.
youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
What did you learn?
Did your research turn up anything interesting?
What is interesting is what I did not turn up. There is remarkably little archaeological evidence of the Protheans, and even less that might explain why they disappeared. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues.
Yes, it's called the Reaper.
But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish.
Cycle.
This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth.
Bum, bum, bum.
It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
No, I don't know.
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive.
And that's where we're at now.
The Protheans rose up from a single
our
world until
civilization.
their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
Shut up and I'll tell you.
They were wiped out by a race
No,
of
that's
sentient
something-
machines,
Being nice.
the Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare.
You don't say.
No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship.
We just like collecting
and
aliens
my
on
knowledge
the
of
ship.
the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Great, another alien.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Prothean's true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
Yes, we're all
Go
done
see
here.
the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Yeah.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
I was gonna play like a
We've
jerk.
received your report,
I wouldn't
Commander.
tell them a
I
damn
understand
thing.
Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
But we're trying to be
I
good,
assume
so
you're
we'll let
taking
them
the necessary
in.
security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we
Possibly.
don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
Disconnect. Okay, bye, Felicia.
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Yes, you are counting on me. Did we level up again? No. Okay. So you can actually, in this game, talk to all your crewmates.
Yes, Commander?
That you've picked up.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
I trust you, Commander. If you think they belong here, then so do I.
How did you end up assigned
I
to
signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first
We're
post.
gonna go talk to our newly acquired teammates.
We were at Elysium during the
see what they have to say.
A massive
and then we're gonna
fleet
check in on the
alien
lockers
raiders hit
down in the
colony,
cargo
trying
hold
to wipe
and
it out. They had the
upgrade
numbers,
everybody's
but their
weapons
ships
and
were
stuff
no match for
with
an
everything we've
Alliance
picked
frigate.
up.
It was a slaughter.
And then
We
convert
couldn't even
everything
keep track of how many ships they
probably
lost.
to Omnigel.
How'd you end up on the
I got
Normandy?
my officer's commission after Elysium. Must
Might
have
be
made
a
an
little
impression on the right
boring
people.
here, but
Captain
it
asked for me
needs to
when
be
he was
done.
picking-
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Plus, I think there's some stuff around the ship we can examine like this for experience that we haven't done yet. What am I stuck on? Yeah, a couple things here.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours. Fun.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
Why does everyone call you Joker?
Let's see what his backstory is.
It's a lot shorter
here.
than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
FYI, there's
I didn't pick
another
the
ad
name.
break coming in.
One of the instructors in flight school
about
used
45
to bug me
seconds.
about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Yes, I got
worked my
that. I
ass
got
off
that
in
part
flight
down
school,
now.
Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for
going
you,
into ad jail.
I'm anything but average.
How'd you end up joining the Alliance?
Look, if you're looking for an inspirational tale of the crippled kid overcoming impossible odds, you're gonna be disappointed. My mother was a civilian contractor working for the Alliance. I basically grew up on the Arcturus station back when they were building up the fleets.
Good thing is, once we get
Spend
through
all
this,
that
like
time
with
around
them,
Alliance
we won't have
ships,
to do
there's a
this
good
again.
chance you'll end up going to the Academy.
How'd you end up
Look,
joining
if you're
the
looking,
Alliance?
spend
bad.
all that time around Alliance
Okay.
ships.
I have to go.
All right, see
Look
ya.
at that. We're doing it for the experience. I do it for the experience. That's why. only reason why. I wouldn't bore you guys with all their talking. Into ad jail they go. 2-minute break. Yeah, what's up, Doc?
Yes, Commander? Is there something
We
you
already
need?
listened to your stuff.
Goodbye, Commander.
I didn't listen to Liara yet, though. She's brand new, because we just got her.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
Absolutely, I was
You
worried.
look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
You're very
I'm
welcome.
just glad we got there in time.
so am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
I know you will.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust
We're gonna
you.
try to
I
schmooze
know
our
you
way
won't
with
let
her.
me down.
It means a lot to hear you
We'll,
say that, Commander. Thank you.
We'll
Tell me about yourself,
try to
Liara.
romance her.
Me? I am afraid I am not very
We're
interested.
gonna try to romance
Commander.
everybody. That's what we're gonna
I
do.
spend most of my
Everybody that
time
we
on
can.
remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
He must get
Sounds
lonely, eh?
dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau, I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People
Welcome back from
expected me
Agile.
to follow in
Anybody who
Benezia's
was there.
footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All
it's
children
not
rebel
foolish.
against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
It's true.
Aha.
I did.
You share the wisdom of the matriarch,
I don't know if I
Shepard.
really rebelled.
That is exactly what
Just didn't-
Benezia said when I
didn't,
told her of my decision.
didn't
But
stick
there
to the
was
plan.
more to it than that. I felt
Carved my
drawn to
own
the
path.
past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to
That's
know
what we're
everything
supposed to
about
do,
them.
right?
That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Sounds like you
Oh,
want to
thank you. I am
dissect me in the
fascinating.
lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Sticking her foot in her mouth.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never
Tell me
happened.
about your mother.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run.
I should go.
Goodbye,
Did not mean to do
Shepard.
that. No, we still have more to talk about.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no
Oh, have a
real
good night,
meaning for
Verg.
us.
Thanks for hanging
We
out.
still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may
appreciate
be
it.
of any species and any gender.
I'll definitely, I'll be on stream tomorrow if you want to drop in again. But yeah, have a good night. Hopefully, have a good sleep.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
I feel like this conversation is just going on
You
forever.
know Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are.
It's interesting me
But I
playing
have
this
no
trying to
way
be
to know for
nice,
sure.
because I'm opening up
Benezia never spoke of her
a lot of
partner.
different
Whatever
conversation
happened
things I've
caused her
actually
too
never
much
listened
pain
to
dwell
before.
on it. She raised me by
Because
herself,
usually I play like
but
a
that is
jerk.
not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in
I should go.
Goodbye,
Ooh.
Shepard.
That was a long conversation. Now we just have like many more crewmates to do that with. Anything up here? Nope. Alright, Mr. Caden.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Speak your mind, bud.
Alenko, when it's just you and me, you can consider it off the record.
That's a generous attitude. Okay. I think there's something wrong with all this. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
Yeah, they're just trying to sweep it under
I
the
hear
rug.
ya. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Seems like you beat the odds. How many didn't make it?
Out of 100, maybe 60 have no effect. 30 suffer adverse effects, little things like brain cancer. The other 10 show enough ability to augment with implants. Not always permanent, though. Not like the cancer. Next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero. And how's a kid supposed to deal with that? A station at the edge of human space.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. biggest and farthest facility. we
remember
have for
some of these,
decades, right on the termination shock.
some of these conversation points from the last time I played
It's where they
this.
did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana, who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey, her family was very rich, but she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. I think you'd have liked her.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was.
I don't remember this conversation at all.
But things never felt together. Training, you know.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen.
Like, I don't
As big
remember
as the
him
exposures were, it was hard
having
to
like a
track down
being in love with
accidents.
somebody. I don't
It was
remember
difficult.
that.
No one knew the potential, so there
I
wasn't
wonder
a
if
lot
that
of
was been there the whole
regulation.
time or if they added that at some
Anything
point.
Kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
Jump Zero is a long way from home. What was it like?
The Grand Gateway to Humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I appreciate that, Commander. I just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
Alright. This wasn't as long-winded as Liara's. Down to the garage. We don't want to requisition anything.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Yes, do tell.
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
He's not impressed that you're going after Saren?
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre.
Yeah, there was a reason
Me
why I
and
liked you so
1,000
much.
other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres.
He's probably my favorite
He hates
character.
the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
Yeah, we can do this without doing it. We can be good.
Thanks, Commander.
What's Ashley got to say?
Commander, you have a minute to talk?
Of course.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
You don't trust their motives because they're not human.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors,
it's all good.
weapons.
Oh, do I yell at her? Oh, thank you, Brian. Yes, have a good night. Get some good sleep. I know it's really late for you. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. And thank you for the raid. I also appreciate that too. And you setting off my new raid alert.
I'm not gonna lock them in the sleeper pods for the whole trip, Williams.
I'd be more comfortable if they didn't have access to engineering and the CIC. We, humanity, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
We need
Standing up for
allies,
ourselves
actually.
doesn't
We
mean
can't just do
standing
it by
alone.
ourselves.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
You've got a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a
She's
bear
not wrong.
and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be
Pretty
more
sure it
important
is.
to them than humans are.
This is an Alliance warship, not the Parliament floor. If you're Earth first, vote for the Terra Firma Party.
Terra Firma is a pack of jackals. The founders had ideals. These days they just play off xenophobia and bigotry. I hope my reasons are more rational. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
Good Lord, this is
It
going to be
doesn't sound
another
like you've worked with aliens.
long-winded conversation.
No, sir. Mainly I've been
But I
groundside,
guess
part of the surface
it kind of
garrison
has to be
forces.
done to get everybody's
I did get a rotation
backstory.
at a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
That's odd. Your record is spotless and your technical scores are exemplary. You should be serving with the fleet.
Anyway, that's why I haven't served with many aliens, Commander.
I never knew my family. Grew up an orphan on Earth. Anybody in your family I'd have heard of?
Couldn't say, Commander. So why are you out here? Just trying to get away from Earth?
To see what's out here.
The future of humanity is out here. There's so much we haven't seen yet.
Yeah. I still remember my first field exercise on Titan. When we hit mud, the reality hit me. I'm the first person who ever stood here. Then my drill instructor kicked me in the ass. I went face first into the muck. He spent the next 5 minutes chewing me out for gold bricking.
Don't tell me you had Gunny Ellison. He's the only one I know who uses that word to describe shirking duty.
Oh lord, you went to the Makapog boot camp too? Yeah, Gunny Ellison's still reaming out recruits down there. Kicking ass and using words like inveigle and pusillanimous.
Yeah, we did those. I understand,
All
I
right.
guess.
I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're going to have to work with aliens, like
Yep,
it or not.
you're just gonna have to do it.
Won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
Ooh, we're gonna romance her too.
Would you kiss anyone I ordered you to?
That depends, sir. If you ordered me to kiss a superior officer, that would be a violation of the regs concerning fraternization. That would make it an illegal order. I'd be required to decline and relieve you of command. Sir.
We'll talk later. Williams.
Looking forward to it, sir.
All right, let's check out everybody here. Well, definitely better shotgun. I think she uses shotguns, if I'm not mistaken. Do I want to? No. It's definitely better armor. She doesn't even get her. I just realized she doesn't even get her own armor set. Like, there's no armor set for her. She just uses the human armor. Interesting. I never caught on to that before. Callie should be good because we had her in our squad. Rex. Pretty sure Rex uses shotguns too. That's a terrible heatsink. 2. just don't like the power bonus of 0 on that. Not worrying too much about mods right now. If I have them in my squad, then I'll worry about mods. Now, why am I doing Garrus? He was already in my squad, but we're already partway through it. Alright. And last. Alright, a couple of people got some upgrades. Okay. Got 2 more squad mates to talk to.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
Heck yeah, we do.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
I think I'd
Fair
like
enough.
to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What was
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship.
Being a snake.
Watching.
That's what Saren was doing.
Couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big.
Interesting.
If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week.
You got lucky, Rex.
Every damn one.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
They're like a warrior race.
What
That's
can
why
you
they're
tell me about the Genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist?
Because you're all warriors.
You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the Genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time.
Those are all
It's just
warriors.
Who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can. Shepard.
All right. Let's go talk to Tally.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter
That's
shut
because you
down.
guys are just like barely hanging on.
I
in your
guess you don't
flotilla.
have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Oh, so you're homesick.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them, but maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually, but we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce.
He actually said the same
and
thing
we're
I was saying.
constantly on the move.
I did not know that's what he was
Everything
going to
we
say
do
either.
must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There
Where
are
we at here?
17 million
Just at about
quarries in the
over 2 hours.
and each of us relies on the
I think
others
after
for
we're done
survival.
here, talking
The
with
bonds
Tally,
among
I
my
think
people are strong.
we're gonna call it a night.
Unfortunately,
I think 2 hours is
we
good.
have had to
Good for
surrender
tonight.
Many of the freedoms and civil liberties
It's
other
10 o'clock
species
here.
take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal
For anybody that's still
parents
left
to
in
have more
chat,
than
hanging
one
about.
child. If our population grows too
I
much,
know most everybody
it
else
will
has gone to
strain our
bed.
resources to their
I
breaking
think it's
point.
coming up on that time for
Of
me.
course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts.
Sounds
It's
very
a safeguard
complicated.
that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has
Well,
only
that makes sense.
overruled the Conclave
It's like a
4 times.
last resort, and then they have to resign.
I want to know more about the Geth.
To make sure they
I
don't
doubt
do it
I
all
can
the
tell you
time.
anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their
And they became
programming
true
to
AI.
allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
Because we did it in secret.
This wasn't true AI research.
Just kidding.
We may have been skirting the bounds of the law,
No, skirting
but
the
we never
bounds.
did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant,
It's just close to being
so
illegal, but
gradual,
not illegal.
that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So, the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they
So
are.
they're a hive.
So there's some sort of group consciousness.
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their
Semi-hive.
programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
So what made
them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
What did you do?
It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently
Yes, and then
deactivate all
they
Geth.
reacted not
The
in
Geth
a good
responded
way.
to this order violently.
You can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
True.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours. See you
Okay.
later.
We've talked to everybody, which is good. Got everybody's backgrounds. We're just gonna get back up to the top of the ship to the galaxy map, and then we're gonna call it a night. Oop, nope, one more floor. Alrighty. We're gonna give us a save. How many hours we got into this? Are we 10 hours, 10 and a half hours in? So that's pretty good so far. Okay, so hold on here. Let's just turn that off so it's not killing our ear holes. All right, I'm gonna call it a night here. Got a nice solid 2 hours into the game tonight, so that's good. Definitely a better version of the game for everybody and myself for sure. We're not killing ourselves on this game on keyboard and mouse. So that's it for the night. Thank you, Brian, for the raid tonight. I appreciate it, and thank you everybody else that dropped into chat and has chatted and lurked and been on their way for bedtime, which is where I'm gonna head to. Got to work in the morning. Got to get up early. So thank you again. We're creeping in on that 120 follower goal. We're only nine away. Hopefully we can get there. Since we're in June now, my June goal, my May goal was affiliated and 100 followers. We broke both of those. We did both of them. June goal is 200 followers. That's a lofty June goal, but that's the goal. I'm not really caring about subs or any of that stuff. I know we have a bunch already, but I'm not too concerned. I want to focus on building the community up, and then we'll focus on subs. So that's the lofty goal for June, is 200, because I want to build our follower goal up over the summer before I have to student teach in the fall, when my stream times are going to drastically fall. So I want to be able to have, on the days that I do stream, everybody come in and it be a good place, and then we're not spread out all over like the week. This will only be like two days at that point. So that's the goal. The lofty goal for June is 200. We're only 89 out, but we can do it because last month we went from like 45 to 110 in like 2 weeks. So it is totally doable. Yeah, that's the goal for June. So with that, I'm gonna put us into our stream ending page here, play my little song I got, and we're not gonna do a raid because there's only a handful of us left, and I don't see the point down tonight. So with that, have a good night.
Come on, my heart, press go lights tonight. Chats blowing up, hearts in the feed, sparks ignite, pixel worlds collide. We're riding the vibe, and modes flying fast. Let's conquer this tribe. Raise your hands in the chat, let the hype take control. From silver to radiant, we're chasing the goal. Subs and donations, the loves overflow. Twitch streamers rise, let the whole world know. Drops raining down, poggers in every lane. Speed run the grind, no sleep, just a game. Follow for more, the mantra we shout. Clip the fails, clip the wins, turn the downers to clout. Green screen dreams, RGB lights in the zone. Donate for a shout out, you're never alone. From just chatting to Warzone, one legends in motion, one click away. When the stream is devotion. Raise your hands in the chat, let the hype take control. From silver to radiant, we're chasing the goal. Subs and donations, the loves overflow. Twitch streamers rise, let the whole world know.